Do you have a question or a comment for my guest this evening? Then why not text 07900 171 453, or if you're listening via the Swindon 105.5 app or website, just click on the contact us button and that will email me directly here in the studio. Hello and good evening and welcome to Don't Stop the Music radio show. My name is Peggy-Sue and I am your host. The song you just heard there is from my guest this evening. So I'd like to welcome back to the studio for a hat trick. Here is Julien Biddulph.
Hello. Biddulph.
I've
heard throughout my life. I've heard many mispronunciations.
It's Julien anyway.
Yeah, Julien. That's the main thing. But hello again. Thank you for having me for my match ball. Third time's the charm and all that.
It is. Yeah. That's what I said. A hat trick.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad to be back. I've always loved doing this show. So give great opportunity to local musicians. So appreciate it.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Now that song there, I have played before, but for those listeners who haven't heard it, that was "Men Can Cry."
Yeah.
So please tell our listeners the story behind that song.
So it was very much a song that I find a lot of my music comes from the heart, or from a place that's near or close to me. And in this case, it was I heard news of someone I used to work with. Sadly, a young lad took his own life, and it was just one of those that hit me in a sense, because you're hearing more and more statistics, unfortunately, with men who feel like they can't open up and talk to people, and you often hear they're grown up with the whole mentality of, get on with it, boys don't cry, men don't cry, man up.
Yeah.
And so I wrote that song just to, hopefully put out the message, it's okay to not be okay. Please talk through your feelings and talk to someone, don't make a decision that unfortunately is going to ruin a lot of lives, including your own, sadly.
There you go. So there are sometimes a darker meaning behind some of the upbeat tunes.
I thought that's the classic for me. Go for upbeat background music, but then lyrically darker tone.
So yeah, if you do have a question or a comment for my guest this evening, you can text in 07900171453. You can click on the contact us button on the app or on the website, or if you want to email directly, just email studio@swindon1055.com, just like Little Lee has done.
Oh,
hello.
Fantastic.
So Little Lee has
for Little Lee, I love that.
yeah, Little Lee
I love that.
has asked, what films, books or music influence your music videos, especially the darker ones?
Oh, that's a great question. How do I answer that? So musically, I've always been inspired by my pop punk. I'm doing quotation marks, no one can see it, but
air quotes.
Exactly. My Green Day, my Blink-182, my the 2000s music that I still listen to every day, and so that inspires a lot of my music. But for the darker stuff, I don't really know how to explain it. I've always kind of liked the juxtaposition between, like we were discussing with Men Can Cry, the upbeat, happy music, but lyrically the undertones are quite dark. And for instance, the darker music videos, which I think Little Lee is referring to, would be, for instance, like my song So-Called Friends, or my new one Gravediggers. It's just trying to take certain lyrics and the story behind it and just trying to put it onto screen, and with that you need to have a bit of a darker music video, otherwise it's not going to work with the song, if that makes sense. Hopefully that answers you, Little Lee.
Yeah, so let us know if that has answered your question. It's a good question though, very good question.
Very strong question to come in. I'd have been happy with a yes or no one to start me off with.
Okay, you want a yes or no one? Let's think of a yes or no one.
Here we go.
Do you like bananas?
Yes.
Do you like Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Are you a secret Swiftie?
I'm not a Swiftie, but I will. The same with like Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter. I'll be like, oh, all this pop music. Then there I am singing it. I know I'm a bit late to the crowd, but Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan.
Oh yes.
That is. First time I heard it, I was like, what is this?
I know.
And now a few months ago, me and a few friends were in Swanage, and that song was blasted in the car, and I was like, this is it. This is what my life has now come to. I'm blasting out Pink Pony Club. It's a banger. I will die on that hill.
I must admit, I've recently watched the new F1 the movie.
Yeah.
And there's a song in there by Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
At the moment, I have it on repeat, and it's just called Drive. And it's such a good song.
Sometimes it is the artist that you think, oh, I'm not going to resonate with them, but then they have just that one song that just hooks you in.
That's it.
Oh, no. So I can't say I'm a Swiftie, but I will.
No, yeah. Everybody has.
Juliet.
I was going to say, everyone has that one song from Taylor Swift, haven't they?
Yeah.
Mine is actually Safe and Sound.
Is it? Nice.
Yeah.
I have a good mate, and hopefully he's listening. He's called Alex, and he is probably a proper Swiftie. So he's probably not even listening to. He's probably listening to Taylor Swift right now, but. He is what I would call a Tay-Tay fan, for sure.
Oh, a proper Tay-Tay fan. Oh, brilliant. Now, we have had another message come in.
Okay. It's not Little Lee again, is it?
It's not. This is from James Pritchard.
My so-called, quote-unquote, number one fan, so this could be interesting.
Fairly you should say that.
Oh, no, here we go.
If you could play any festival, what would it be and why? Love from your number one. And they've even put a heart.
We had to get that in, didn't we? It's going to be a battle now between my wife and my dad, who's going to try and fight the number one status. But festival, I think, there's obviously so many good ones, but I think for me, even though it's ironic because I never went to them because I just never went out of my comfort zone. I think grew up as a little shy kid, but I think for me it would be classic Reading and Leeds. Like that would suit my music down to a T.
Yeah.
And I just think every year the lineup, like sometimes you always get people go, oh, who is this, but you're bringing in a new generation of music fans, and like, yeah, for me Reading and Leeds would be the go-to. And I know he used to love going to Reading and Leeds, and annoyingly he saw all my favourite bands before I did because he saw them at Reading and Leeds. So that'd be even more of a kick in the teeth, really. But yeah, thank you, quote-unquote number one fan, James.
So you're saying about the music there, that's the one thing. I've just come from a weekend from Mighty Music Festival, and they do have a lot of local bands or musicians playing, and that is one thing that I think is definitely out there. They've got four stages, three main ones, and one's like a DJ tent, which they have different resident DJs come in and sort of play sets, and it's absolutely wonderful to see the different styles of music
all coming together,
and even on the main stage. So So on Friday, it's always the tribute night. So we actually had the Rozzers, who are coming to actually back to the Wyvern in September.
And I think Faux Fighters.
We had the Faux Fighters straight after them, exactly.
That's
and
really cool.
Jamie, who plays with the Faux Fighters, he's quite a shy person, really. So if I can chat to him face to face, no problem, but he won't do an interview. No
Really?
interview. Yeah, he's so shy.
Oh, bless.
But he's such a lovely chap. And when he's up on that stage, oh my God, doesn't he look like Dave Grohl?
From the pictures and videos I've seen, that's, I suppose, the perfect idea of a tribute. It wouldn't be a good tribute band. I mean, I think we've all seen many tribute bands where sorry, who are you supposed to be?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when it gets a bit awkward,
Yeah.
I've seen one recently, I can't remember the name of them, and sorry to call them out, but it keeps getting advertised on Facebook, like a Beatles lookalike band, but I don't think they're the main ones that did like Isle of Wight and stuff, but they keep
because
coming
there's
up.
one that's called the Fab Four, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's the main one that everybody knows.
But this one keeps getting out, and I'm like, you don't look like any of them, which if you're doing a tribute act, I thought everyone's supposed to have, the little pot. Again, I'm doing the hair that no one can see, but everyone knows what the classic look of the Beatles, and if you're going to do a tribute act, you should probably look like the actor.
Look like him, yeah, exactly. Well, we've had another question come in.
Oh, shoot, who's this one?
So this is Kirsty in Devices.
Okay.
So, hello, Kirsty. Kirsty says, if you could collaborate with any other artist, alive or dead, who would it be and why?
Oh, that is a great question, because immediately my brain goes, classic me. All my friends' family would know for a fact I would love to be Blink-182 featuring Julien Biddulph, because they are my go-to band. But I think when you got to look at the classics, like a collaboration with the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, just actually, you know what? I'm gonna say the Police, because I love Sting and I love the Police work, and I just think that would be, I don't know how it would work whatsoever. I feel who would be fighting over the bass duties. I think Sting's got a little bit more experience than myself, but I'm gonna not pigeonhole myself to the pop punk roots. I'm gonna say the Police.
Nice.
So that could be cultured. Thank you. That was a great question, Kirsty.
And we've had another one come in.
Oh god. This is more than ever.
I know. And this one I have to say, hi, Dad.
You made it online. Hello, Dad. My number one fan.
So this is from Ian, and Ian says, well done, son, proud of you, great new single, love the new style, great bass line, love Mum and Dad, and even kisses and a heart.
Oh, bless. That's good. Thank you, Dad. I think my dad definitely is, along with my wife and James, my biggest fans, and I think they all get different exposure in a sense. So Alex, my wife, hears the songs in his infancy when I'm just next door,
when they're very raw,
with my guitar, and hears me F-bombing a few times while I'm going, why is this not making sense? My dad hears essentially before I release the album, I sit with him, and I've done it for all 3 albums now. I've sat with him and wanted his feedback sort of, and the best feedback I get is him just nodding his head along and like tapping his phone. I'm like, okay, that's a good sign. If you play your song and everyone's just sitting in silence, it's not a good song. And then James is always the first one in the queue for one of my gigs and stuff. So I think all 3 of them, 100%. I forgot what the first thing now, but my dad literally, big fan when it comes to listen to my music. So thank you, Dad.
Right, before I say the next one that's just come in, I think we should play another song.
Perfect.
So this one is God's Grand Design.
Yes.
So tell me the story behind this one.
So God's Grand Design, which is now the name of my album, which is coming out in 2 weeks' time, was ironically sort of a sister sequel to Men Can Cry, because Men Can Cry I wrote about, men not being able to open up based on someone else, and then God's Grand Design was myself, finding myself in a really low place, struggling. What can I do? Just finding myself digging deeper and deeper, and just questioning, what is God's grand design? What is my purpose for being here in life? And I did what I do best, and instead of talking to someone, I just put it into song form. So hopefully people like it.
Well, here it is. This is God's Grand Design.
I'll go to therapy, and I'm sure she'll say to me that everything will be fine. Your head's a little, but boy, we'll make it work. Just need reason to believe. You're just a kid from home, too scared and on your own, but you push those around you away. Look deep within your heart. Stop shooting in the dark as the arrows may go astray. You're not a problem, let's resolve them. Lay your wounds out, cut right open. Cut to the chase, what is God's grand design? My part of the plan, or did I slip his mind? We all have a purpose, yet I can't find mine. The world be better off if I said goodbye. I'll go to tell the world about what's in my head, and they'll only seem to care when I wind up dead. I seek love and affection, I yearn for validation, but I hate all the cries of attention. I don't wish to be a burden, my future lays uncertain, but I'm not ready to draw the curtain. If this is how the story goes, take a seat in the front row as I head down a path into the unknown. You're not a problem, let's resolve them. Lay your wounds out, cut right open. Cut to the chase, what is God's grand design? My part of the plan, or did I slip his mind? We all have a purpose, yet I can't find mine. The world be better off if I said goodbye. Let's run away, forget today. You'll be okay. Let's run away, forget today. We'll die the same way. Cut to the chase, what is God's grand design? My part of the plan, or did I slip his mind? We all have a purpose, yet I can't find mine. The world be better off if I said goodbye. If I said goodbye. If I said goodbye. If I said goodnight.
So that there was God's grand design. And whilst that was playing, we have had one question and one comment come through. And the
ready.
question is from your dad, what do you want for tea tonight? No, sorry, that's not the question. It actually says, when
Always
are you
pizza.
going... pizza, yeah. When are you going to write a song about Eileen?
So that's yeah, they're all out right now together. My dad and Little Lee, and Eileen is Little Lee's mum, and so they're listening right now. And all I can say is there's 3 love songs on the album, so you never know, one of them could already be about Eileen. Alex, if you listen, I promise all 3 of them are about you. Brilliant question.
That's pretty good. Now we have had a comment come in, and this is from Toby.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
Toby,
a surprise.
Toby has said, it's not a question, but I just want to say, super proud of you, mate, and excited for the album release. Big love. And this time it's actually the hands doing the heart.
I love that. Bless him. He's one of my best mates, and I say he's looking forward to the album, but he actually helped produce the album, so he's probably sick of the album because he's been the poor man that when I've walked away and gone home, he's had to sit there hours and hours till gone past midnight, just tweaking things and hearing my voice before it gets edited and tuned up in some places, let's say. So bless him. So but thank you, Toby, for all your help and support. Love you, man.
So we have had another 2 come in. I'm just going to read this. So this one's a question. Now they've named themselves Tricky Picky.
Yeah, I know. Ricardo Del Monte. Hello, man.
Says, when are your next live dates?
So
I normally ask that one later, but we go for it now.
Well, at least that kills that one, doesn't it? I've only got 1 gig coming up, and that was sort of because I sort of kind of gave myself a retirement, just because I was kind of getting messed around with bands and stuff. And then when I obviously finished this album, I was like, this is my proudest work and I want as many people to hear it. So I have got a gig on the 24th of July, the day before the album comes out, at the Old Road Tavern in Chippenham. It's free entry. It's me and a few friends who have taken time out to come play these songs for me. And we're being opened by Save Our Ships and the Tree Shrews, two fairly local bands. And so 24th of July, the Old Road Tavern in Chippenham, and then the album comes out the next day. Well, at midnight, so even a few hours after we finish.
So basically, it's an album launch show.
Yeah. And then I go on holiday, so I could just say, hopefully the album does well. I don't know, I'm going to go to Romania and stream the album there, get some numbers up abroad. But yeah, thank you, Ricardo.
Oh, that's brilliant. So the next one we have is a question from Joe Gibbons.
Yeah,
Gibbons?
Little Joe.
So this is little. So you got Little Joe.
Everyone's little, apparently.
A little, okay. So Joe says, how many drafts does a song take you on average to get it how you like it? Love the new song.
That is a fantastic question.
That is a very good question.
It's hard to answer because I think there are some songs which I think, and there's no question on the quality of the song or anything, but I think some songs come to you naturally, lyrically and musically, that sometimes there's only one draft because it's there. And then there are some that you're constantly going back and forth. Like there's some songs, like for instance, the last song on this album is called First Dance in Heaven, and it's about my grandparents reuniting in heaven. And because that one I knew emotionally was so, impactful for me, I spent so much time on the lyrics because I wanted to get it right and I didn't want to force anything. And sometimes you find yourself, I'm just forcing that to rhyme without, rather than it coming from the heart. And so that song probably lyrically has about 100 drafts, where some other songs it'll just bam, 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 cut, that's in. And then but then musically wise, demoing, you'll get, for instance, Nostalgic Hearts, which I released and we're going to hear again later. We recorded it, we're done, we were listening back to the album, and Toby suggested we redo the vocals because he felt the vocals was too low in the mix. And I was a bit, I don't know, it's my baby, I don't want to touch it. We redid it, me singing slightly higher, and then I look back and go, yeah, that was an absolute game changer, why did it? And so I guess that counts as the second draft. So that's a great question, Joe. Some will have 100 drafts and some will literally just be one take, done, I've got the song.
Well, all I can say is the emails are coming in thick and fast.
Oh, wow.
So thank you, everyone. Keep them coming in, because we will keep asking those questions and also telling the comments as well. But before we do, we're going to play your next song.
Yeah.
So this one is called Grave Digger.
Yes.
So tell me the story behind this one.
So this one, I released a music video for it on Friday just been, and the feedback's been fantastic. So
now they're the guys in the masks.
In the masks, yeah. So what it is for my first album, I decided to do something different and write a song, a story about two made-up characters, essentially like a Bonnie and Clyde sort of vibe, and two people that cause chaos and havoc and should not be together, but they're better off together than ruining other people's lives separately. And then a few years later, for this album, I thought, let's really test myself and write a sequel, and this is the sequel, and it's Grave Diggers, and it's about Mr. X and Mistress Y.
So here it is. This is Grave Digger.
Caressing the nightstand, a lack of motive, the thrill of a evading arrest, a recipe for disaster, a toxic mix with the antidote. Watch out, boy, she's gonna pull the trigger, and now's why they call her the number one grave digger. Our lives are a time bomb. They seem to hide from the chains
It's the Old Brit Show.
I see the moon's getting a probe.
It's taken a while to get there, though. They've not invented warp drive yet.
We're talking of which?
Talking Star Trek. Are you?
I gather you were talking in something that I had no idea about.
Oh, come on.
Do you not watch Star Trek
never watched
either?
Star Trek.
And they invented the mobile phone.
They used to communicate with a flip phone.
It's the Old Brit Show.
I don't want to burst your bubble, guys, but that wasn't real life.
Oh, come on.
It was?
Of course it was.
It was.
They used to go all over the place.
They did. No, they used to go everywhere.
They used to go where no man's gone before. I knew a few ladies like that. Anyway, move on.
It's the Old Brit Show. Back this Thursday morning at 10 on Swindon 105.5.
Do you have a question or a comment for my guest this evening? Then why not text 07900 171 453, or if you're listening via the Swindon 105.5 app or website, just click on the Contact Us button and that will email me directly here in the studio. And believe it or not, as I said, they're coming in thick and fast. I have 3 lots of comments and a question that's come in. So do keep them coming in because they are brilliant.
Please do. Thank you, guys.
So the first comment is from Samara. So Samara says, well done, Dewey. When you become famous, remember, don't forget your sister. Great album. Brilliant. I take it that's your sister.
Yeah, that's my sister. Thanks, Samara. Thanks for Dewey. Appreciate that on radio.
The next comment we have is from Charlie. Charlie says, super excited for your gig, man. Lots of love. And there's a couple of kisses there as well.
Oh, my man, Charlie. Love you, Charlie. Look forward to see you there, mate.
And then we've also got one from JG. JG says, I'd love to say how proud I am of Julien and how he has found an outlet to get his feelings out. You're a brilliant chap and keep doing what you're doing. With love from your old boss.
Wow. Might be the nicest thing you ever said to me. Why'd you never say that to me in person? But wow, that's really nice. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you.
And then the question we've had is from Miles. So Miles says, if you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Very good question.
Where in the world? I was about to say PC world, and that would have been a reference. Where in the world? That is a question and a half. I mean, the obvious answer would be somewhere abroad or like America or space, be really out there. I mean, Katy Perry went in a rocket for 10 seconds. I could do the same and play a gig. I am going to say, it's going to probably be really boring, but based on a personal experience, I'm going to say Wembley, because I saw Green Day there last year and was one of the best nights of my life, just seeing my favourite band fill out this whole stadium. And obviously Tay-Tay, referring back to her again, she did the same for a few nights, and obviously Oasis have got some gigs. So to say you could sell out Wembley, I mean, if I could get 2 seats at Wembley, I'd take it, But I'm going to say, Wembley. That would be a great place to play.
I've never watched a gig at Wembley, but I have at the O2.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
So, I've seen football at Wembley. Some rubbish football at that, but I have seen some football.
Great question, though. Thank you, Miles. That could have been anything from you.
Now we've had another question come in whilst I asked that one. This one's from Joe again. Hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Joe says, which artist or artists
Good
are
old
your
Chris.
guilty pleasure to listen to? Ooh.
I think, as previously said before, actually, you know what? My guilty pleasure is Robbie Williams. I am a Robbie Williams fan. Like, when I went and seen him a few weeks ago with my mum, at first it's like, I'm just seeing him because my mum wants to go. And it's like, you know what? I will own it. He's got some absolute bangers. He's my guilty pleasure. And if it's not Robbie Williams, it's probably Chapel Roan, because, as previously said, Pink Pony Club is a banger.
Yeah.
And it's a weird song to try and work out to in the gym.
It's a very weird song to...
When I'm trying to do weights at the gym and I've got Pink Pony Club, it's like... this works, but it doesn't work at the same time. But that guilty pleasure, Robbie Williams or Chapel Roan? That is a great question again.
That is a very good question. Like I said, guys, keep them coming, because we will ask every single one until we run out of time. So
Thank you, guys.
But it is good because, like I said, watching different people, going to different things. And you're saying about Green Day there. I've not actually watched Green Day themselves. But I have watched a tribute band again to them, or they weren't actually a tribute. They were more enjoyed their music, so they just literally did all of Green Day music.
Oh, nice.
And that was a very good. And I think they were called Warning.
Which named one of their albums. But for me, it was Green Day. Like, I love Blink-182. Everyone knows I am like that is my band. But Green Day were the ones that took me from listening to my sister's music to when I got a copy of American Idiot back in the day, and I was like, what is these guitars and like this, and that is the album that made me fall in love with this sort of music. So I will always have an effect. So to see them at Wembley and play that whole album from start to finish, that was like a very
cathartic.
That's the word. Similar moment for me, and yeah, it felt like it went full circle. So
now you already said that you're like the Beatles
cathartic,
and stuff.
that's it. There we go. It was on top of my tongue. There we go.
So you said about the Beatles and that there. So you've previously on previous interviews, we do know you've been raised on a wide range of music.
Beatles, The Doors, The Police, The Jam, all that. Yeah, Led Zeppelin.
So how has that? Obviously, I know you like Blink-182 and Green Day and all that. How has that actually influenced your music, as in the style of it? Have you found that, because really, even in today's music that's out in the charts now, you have got those vibes of the Beatles and the Jam and that. So how have you found it?
There are people out there who try and be edgy and say that the Beatles were this or that, but like all music we listen to now have stemmed from the Beatles. The Beatles have inspired everything essentially, and I think like what they did and what they achieved, and we spoke earlier about them, if you're going to be a tribute to band Beatles, you think of them in their suits and stuff, but then you think of Sgt. Pepper, you think of the Yellow Submarine, like when they went their little bit wacky days, but at least their genres and style changed. And I would say inspired by them, I would probably say actually the harmonies, because the Beatles, obviously 3 talented singers, obviously Ringo in the back with his odd songs like Octopus Garden, but like their vocals all about the harmonies and stuff, and that's one thing I'm a sucker for, a good harmony. So I would probably say the Beatles, that has influenced me in that side of things. And obviously Paul McCartney's bass playing, like I'm a bassist, so him and Sting are like up there with the classic 2 bassists that I look at and go, how are you playing and singing at the same time? For instance, Gravediggers, we're going to play that live, but I'm already challenging myself, how can I play that bass line and sing at the same time? So, and then they do even harder things. So 100% all credit to them.
We've had another question come in.
Okay.
So this is from Charlie.
Okay, yeah.
So thank you again, Charlie. Charlie has said, what is your favourite gig you've played? Ooh.
Favourite gig I've played? There's been a few that, you turn up, you do the gig and you're like, it was okay, but you can't wait to pack down just because things haven't gone right and stuff. But then there are some that you're looking at the set and it's going, and you're like, oh, I wish I could play this over and over. I would probably say, I couldn't name like the date or anything, but one of my favourite places to play was the St James Wine Vaults in Bath, just because it's essentially a room, probably the stage itself, is probably a similar room size to this. So quite, when you think you've got a drum kit, bass and guitar, so it's quite
in a room
cramped.
This size.
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously the audience are there, but they're still, and it's a cellar at the end of the day, but it's because it's so compact and it's going to sound horrible, but so sweaty and you're so in the music, it felt like one of my favourite gigs. I didn't want that show to end, and so Charlie was my guitarist for that.
So for listeners, we are in what you would call definitely a box room. We do have 2 larger studios. This is the smaller of the 3. But because you're not playing live actually in the studio, I've put us in this one just so we could have a good chat and relax, really.
But that, I would say, another one of my, favourite gigs was we did a thing called Talbot Fest in Caen, and they essentially did an all-day festival at the back of a pub on a truck. Truck, essentially. And that was pretty cool.
I've seen a few gigs like that.
That was pretty cool. We were a bit of, again, the odd bands, because you had a lot of tribute bands or cover bands, and we're 3 guys, we're going to play some pop punk originals, don't mind us. But that and the St James Wine Vaults, and both times Charlie played. So maybe you need to come back, Charlie. I miss you.
Oh, Charlie.
Hint. Get the band back together.
He's seen the lights. Actually, saying that, I know it sounds funny because I love Blues Brothers, because also that's a reference from Blues Brothers. They actually had that on the DJ tent that I said on the stage on the Saturday morning. They actually had Blues Brothers just playing on the big screen.
Oh wow, that's very cool.
They closed the tent down, so you literally had to open the flap and walk in. It was really dark, and they were just there and blaring out through all the speakers.
That's not a bad thing to
It's not a bad thing, is it? No, on a Saturday morning when some people might have had a few too many.
A few sore heads around,
before, so But no, that was quite good
That's pretty cool.
to see, yeah, because it's not something you expected.
No, it's an unexpected surprise, but a welcome one for sure.
A very welcome one, yeah, definitely. And so it's always good to mix things up like that as well.
Agreed, massively.
So definitely get it out. So I think we should go into another song now.
Okay, sweet.
So this one is Little Boy Called Musician.
Nice.
So tell the story behind this one.
So this one is a song I'm in the middle of making a music video for, and will hopefully be out soon, hopefully before the album comes out. But it's essentially just about not giving up on your dreams, and I've based this on myself as a musician, but the context is for anyone. Just don't give up on your dreams, and even if people put you down, just keep chasing it, you know.
Well, here it is. This is Little Boy Called Musician.
Four dumb friends, let's start a band. We'll have no clue, but that's the plan. Multiple lineups and 6 songs. Then we quit and I soon moved on. Start another name generator. 2 years on and I'll see you later. Become a duo with my friend Tom. Dropped an EP that just bombed. Thought I would hijack the airways. The year was fun but felt like a phase. Broken words led to the demise. I went on my own to my surprise. Had my heart broken into pieces. Wrote some songs to shed my feelings. Then dealt with grief I couldn't explain. The music wrote to subside the pain. And I know what you're saying. One time it will be my day, but right now my feet are firmly on the ground. Don't be complacent, I'll be dreaming. Little boy called musician. Don't give up hope now, never stop believing. Little boy called musician. Billy Joe with my voice of a god when in the shower. Monologue my life for an hour. How my bands would conquer the world. How many songs can you write about a girl? Then on to friends who would come and go. The ones I begged to come to my show. And I know what you'll say. One time it will be my day, but right now my patience has gone astray. Don't be complacent, I'll be dreaming. Little boy called musician. Don't give up hope now, never stop believing. Little boy called musician.
So that there was Little Boy Called Musician. Now, I have a question for you, because I have the album in front of me that it's released in 2 weeks' time.
Yep, 25th of July.
And you have been covered in, splattered in paint. How long did that take to wash out? Because it's in your hair, in your beard, everywhere.
Well, some say it's still on the shed now, but yeah, so we had a dust sheet attached to a shed, my shed, and my friend flicked loads of paint at me, and it's still some on the shed, and it took a few good showers to proper scrub out, as you can see on the cover. Especially that doesn't even show half of it. My arms was absolutely caked, and there was still months after I could just see little bits of flake of paint on the shower, and I was like, how are you still here? It's supposed to be washable paint. This doesn't seem very washable. So that's what I sacrificed, my shed and my shower for my art. That's
And did you buy the white t-shirt just purposely for that?
And I've still got it in the my
Perhaps
wardrobe, which I'm thinking of wearing it for the release
the launch.
show. Yeah,
I was going to say, maybe you could actually do that as a promo, that if you come along to the launch, you give that away as a freebie gift.
It doesn't take much for me to sweat, so I imagine under lights playing a gig, it's going to be a very sweaty, painty shirt. And if you love my music that much, then by all means have it.
I think your number one fan might want that.
Which one this time?
Where's the name? Hang on, I got to go back through now.
Is it my wife? My
James.
Dad, okay. Yeah, you know what? We go to the gym together. You can wear it at the gym, and then he can say it's his own sweat. Why not? Dedication to the cause.
Now, we have had another question come in, and this is from Ian, so your dad.
Yeah. Hello again, Dad.
Was your latest line written on the Beatles' Taxman, as Dad says, great bass line?
No, it's I can see the inspiration for it. It was just literally a bass line that I just started playing, and I fell in love with it. And then obviously I showed my dad, and almost he's like a super soldier for Beatles. Anything that sounds similar to Beatles, he'll hawk on. So he heard that and went, oh, is this the Taxman? No, but you could say I was inspired. Why not? Yeah.
Yes, but no, but.
Yeah, basically. No, yes, but if lawyers and all that are asking, no. Absolutely not.
Yeah, you got to watch. That's the thing, isn't it? So many songs share a similar bass line or a similar, even the full chords.
Yeah, exactly. It's only so many notes. But
exactly.
The thing is, I've been in the studio with my friend before, and I've played him a song, and there was one famously on my first album called Chameleon. I really loved it and everything, and he was listening to it, he goes, we can't do this. Why not? And he goes, it sounds like Love Machine by Girls Aloud. Started playing, I was like, yeah, no, we can't do that. So and I'd literally written a song, lyrics and everything. I was like, yeah, I can't do it now, because all I hear is, I'm just a love machine. I was like, yeah, no. Can't be doing that.
But that's the thing, though.
Another guilty pleasure, Girls Aloud, just saying.
Oh, never answers that question.
At what point does it start becoming guilty pleasures? I just like a lot of music, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. There's music for every single mood, and no matter, and it can be anyone that sings them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be anyone and any song.
Mm-hmm.
So talking of any song, I think we should play Nostalgic Hearts next.
Yeah.
So tell us the story behind this one.
So if my friends and family and loved ones could describe me in one word that wasn't stubborn, it would be nostalgic. I am often, every time we're at the pub or anything, I am the first one to be like, do you guys remember a few years ago when this happened? I am the king of nostalgia and thinking back to those better days. And so I wrote a song about it, and it's nostalgia, what can I say?
But it's making memories.
Exactly, and at the end of the day, we live in a world now where it's doom and gloom. Why not think about to the old days where I was happy? I'm still happy now. I should quickly just say that. That sounded really horrible, but you know what I mean?
You're still happy, definitely happy. But this is Nostalgic Hearts.
Ask me why you take photos, look about memories, ain't it time you let it go? Don't be vengeful, never be petty, just move on with life. still listen to the same three bands in rotation, saying it ain't so. Nostalgia's my remedy, high of the energy as I recall countless stories I don't want to let go. Don't let your past reflect on your future. We make mistakes, but we'll be our own savior. Nostalgic hearts come and join the blade. We'll reminisce the pain away. How do you know when the good old days are through? Guess it all comes down to a point of view. While you bask in the sun of nostalgia, others may relive their worst nightmares. Don't want to die young, can't bear growing old. Where is the harm in stories being retold? This world is a mess, I'm trying my best to suppress the times that brought me happiness. People always ask me why you take photos, talk about memories, ain't it time you let it go? Don't let your past reflect on your future. We make mistakes, but we'll be our own savior. Nostalgic hearts come and join the blade. We'll reminisce the pain away.
Are you sure you're not into festivals? Because that song would definitely go to a good festival.
I mean, if anyone wants to sign me up, I'll get a band together. I'll do it. I've got the music bug. I'm ready to go.
So whilst that song was playing, we have had another question come in, and this is from Lola Bow. Hello, Lola.
Hello, Lola.
Lola asks, who is your favourite superhero? Ooh.
If you had asked me many years ago when I was growing up, it would have been Batman because of the animated series I watched. But I got to say, is my man Peter Parker Spider-Man.
You're a Marvel.
I am a Marvel Spider-Man fan, and there was a time when I was a young kid that I thought I was Spider-Man, and I climbed up onto my garage, sat there, and then just waved as people walked by. Because I thought I could climb things. Obviously, then I struggled to get back down, so that ended my superhero career. But yeah, Spider-Man all the way. So when the No Way Home came and they had all three Spider-Mans together, that for me in the cinema, I was annoying Alex, my partner at the time, because every time something happened, I'd be like, oh my god, look, it's Tobey Maguire, oh my god, it's Andrew Garfield. Like, it was my dream to come together, all three Spider-Men, So great question, Lola. Spider-Man all the way.
And it's good, and again, it's great how they've interacted all three from different timelines. So, oh my god,
people my generation grew up with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And then I liked Andrew Garfield. I know a lot of people didn't because of the films and all that, but then to see them all together, it was like, this is the pinnacle of filmmaking,
And it's just speaking about that, saying about DC as well. Superman, obviously, is going to come out a couple of weeks' time. Is it a couple of weeks? Yeah, a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
The brand new. To me, I'm sorry, but Christopher Reeves, the original. It's the classic. It's all the way for me.
It's the classic. Then you've got, obviously, also, some people think of Michael Keaton as the original Batman, whereas I grew up, because a bit later than everyone else, George Clooney was my first Batman, and that film was, I watched it back a few years later as an adult, and that film's not good. But, everyone's got their first superhero, and Tobey Maguire was my first Spider-Man, and it just, loved the character, loved the villains. So,
that's the thing, isn't it? Because everybody is different.
Yeah, Doc Octopus scene scared me as a kid in the second one. That horror, the hospital scene, that was a nightmare and fueling.
So, tell our listeners again when your next gig is, how they can get tickets if it's ticketed, or if it's free. Tell them how they can show up, because obviously it is going to be an album launch.
Yeah, so it is. The album comes out on the 25th of July, and I'm having an album launch show at the Old Road Tavern in Chippenham on the 24th of July. Doors open at 7:30. It's free entry. You've got a band called the Tree Shrews opening, and then Save Our Ships coming on second, and then we're headlining. I'm a bit nervous because I've never done a headline, but as it's my album launch show, it'd be a bit weird for me to be like, I'm the first act and listen to these guys. So I've got, like I said, a couple people that I've played with before or know of music contact wise, and they come together, putting together a set of new songs that are going to be played for the very first time. So that's daunting. Some old songs that I would say are my favourites and crowd favourites, and hopefully everyone can come down and show some support. Like I said, it's a free show, and Tom Mallard, that organises the Old Road shows, does a lot for the community of Chippenham, and I think deserves plaudits, because anyone who tries to put on shows with local bands that play original music need a shout out, because I think unfortunately it's becoming a bit of a dying art, and you do see a lot of pubs and stuff unfortunately having to close down in the current climate we're living in. So any opportunity to give these pub business and come support local music. So 24th of July, Old Road Tavern in Chippenham.
Brilliant.
Free
Thank
entry.
you. Thank you very much. Now, and how many of those songs are you going to be singing that's going to be from your album? Have you not done your set list yet?
I've done the set list. There's a few songs that keep getting tweaked out, but I think top of my head, so there's 14 songs on the album. It was a bit of a tough one because I didn't want to go in and play all the songs, and you know, you've heard them, but I didn't want to then just only play one or two. So I think I've got 6 out of 14. So and all 6 of them will be played live for the first time. So yeah, it's a bit daunting. Like it's gonna be a bit different from playing it on my acoustic guitar in my room to playing it with a band, to then playing it with a band in front of people and being like, oh, I've heard this song a million times, but this might be your first time hearing this song. So a lot of pressure, because you're not gonna buy the album or show any interest online if you hear it and go, eh. So yeah, a lot of pressure I've put on myself, but hopefully I thrive under that pressure.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
These songs, anything to go by, you'll be fine.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Come on, listeners, tell him he's going to be fine.
Well, I've actually funny. I've got 2 friends of mine, good friends of mine, that they're very honest, and back in the day used to rib me for certain songs and stuff. And they've actually, with 2 of the new songs I've released now, I've actually said, wow, this is really good. I'm like, damn, if you're saying that's quite good. You know, that's a good high praise. So hopefully everyone else thinks the same. You know, I'm sure every musician says it, but I don't tend to write songs just for the sake of it. I tend to write songs because they come from the heart, and that's how I don't talk to people. I just literally put how I'm feeling into song, and yeah, hopefully that conveys really with these 14 songs.
Well, we are coming fast to the end of our show.
It's gone really quick.
It has. So before we go and talk about the last song, have you got any shout outs for anyone?
Yeah, so the main shout outs obviously go to my mum and dad, Little Lee, for his great question at the start, my wife Alex, my number 1 fan, my partner, my rock, who, you know, like I said, has heard these songs in their infancy to them playing live and now on an album. So massive credit to her, and massive shout out to her. Shout out to all my friends like James, Toby, Charlie, Joe, Miles, and anyone else who's sent a question in, and anyone who's listened to my music online or bought an album before or come into the show. Like, honestly, thank you so much.
So the last song we're going to take out the show is Watch the World. So what's the story behind this one?
So this one is a song that was originally the lead single for this album, but because I released it back in 2023, I kind of was like, you know what, that song's good, I'm going to leave it on its own repertoire. But essentially, and I think it's very fitting for the world we live in, but it's the world seems to be killing and burning itself down, and we're just going along for the ride. So grab your nearest and dearest and let's sail off into the sunset together.
Oh, well, thank you so much again for coming in.
Thank you again for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's been an absolute brilliant. Thank you, everybody, for all your questions and comments. This is Watch the World. Good night, everyone, and see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Another headline on the news, hang man ready in the news. Don't believe in all that you read, especially those we elect to lead. Tie your shoes, march from the front. As a race, we're on the hunt. A modern day Armageddon, just to say we told you so. Do or die, just on luck. Guess we don't care as much. We're just having fun while it lasts. The world is coming to an end, so raise a drink amongst your friends. As we landslide into war, what is it we're all fighting for? Motivation at an all-time low. What is left to give us hope? Dot the I's and cross the T's. Solo votes we aim to please. The modern way of living. Why we quick to be forgiving? Do or die, just on luck. Guess we don't care as much. We're just having fun while it lasts. The world is coming to an end. So raise a drink amongst your friends. As the clock strikes down from 10, will we live to see the next generation? As the clock strikes down from 10, will we ever learn our lesson? Probably not. Do or die, just on luck. Guess we don't care as much. We're just having fun while it lasts. The world is coming to an end. So raise a drink amongst your friends. Do or die, just on luck. Guess we don't care as much. We're